Local news that matters. This is KC24 News Sunrise.
A story of survival. A family with Fresno ties rides out the Montecito mudslide on their roof. How they now need your help.
And moments of fear and adrenaline for a Valley family in Hawaii today for a birthday celebration.
Good morning, everyone. I'm John Shrable and
I'm Megan Roop. Thanks for joining us this morning, bright and early.
Bright and early, 5 o'clock a.m. and we are wide awake. Happy to join you on this Monday morning. It is definitely frigid out there, and that'll wake you up on its own.
Need a little more coffee, but let's go ahead and check in on that forecast here. As you can see, we got numbers in the upper 40s right now, looking kind of chilly. North Valley close to 50 degrees, 49 here in Merced, 49 in Madera, 52 in Fresno, 47 Visalia, 49 here in Hanford, 47 in Porterville, and 49 for us in Lemoore. Checking our satellite radar now, we have some cloud cover there moving in. Expect fog this morning. If you're getting out the door, make sure and leave a few minutes early. Daily planner 49 coming up at 8 o'clock. Noon, we'll see things staying cooler. 59, 4 p.m. 63 degrees. So hang on, guys. Give it a couple extra minutes this morning as you go out into those foggy zones and check for those foggy day schedules. And of course, we have a beautiful time lapse here of Sentinel Dome. Check that out, and we'll have more coming up in just a few minutes. John, we'll send it back to you.
Thanks so much, Megan. New this morning, Nick and Kimberly Roca traveled with a group of family friends celebrating Kim's 30th birthday. Today, they never thought they'd get a cell phone alert saying this, telling them a ballistic missile was headed their way and to run for cover. Tonight, they recount the aftermath for us.
A week to celebrate life, the birthday of Valley resident Kimberly Roca, Saturday starting in fear after Kim and husband Nick Roca and a group of about 25 family and friends got this text alert to their cell phones.
I looked out to the ocean thinking, like, holy cow, like, this is real.
Roca acted fast.
I ran back in and got everybody up. We got dressed and took the stairs down because the elevators were just full of people.
12 flights to the lobby of their hotel. Kim, pregnant, families with children in tow.
The feeling of carrying my 1-year-old downstairs is kind of indescribable. This could be my last few moments here. I mean, you never want to call your family and tell them I love you in the way that we had to this morning.
Roca says the panic could be seen all around.
It was kind of like, oh, well, it is every man for himself at this point.
The group then making a final call, heading to the beach. As they did, the second alert came through, revealing the text had been a false alarm.
And that was Megan Roop reporting. Continuing coverage now, a family with newborn and toddler are thankful to be alive after riding out the Montecito mudslide on their roof. That husband and wife are Bullard and Clovis West High School graduates. They've been living in Santa Barbara and moved to Montecito last year. Early Tuesday morning, Joel Staga says his wife Alexandra woke him up, saying the sky was orange. They got an alert to evacuate soon after. Before they could leave, Staga said they heard their trees in the backyard breaking, the mud already covering their car's tires. They had nowhere else to go but the roof.
And we just rode it out up there with a 2.5-week-old baby and a 2-year-old toddler son and a dog. So we spent 3:45 in the morning-ish until about 7:30. We walked out of there on the train tracks back towards Santa Barbara with our kids.
The couple says they're focusing on how lucky they are. Their new baby girl, Luna, was actually born here in Fresno when they were staying here during the Thomas fire. A family member has already started a GoFundMe page for the couple. We'll have that link on yourcentralvalley.com. 2 vehicles hit a man as he was crossing the 180. Officials say he died from his injuries shortly after. It happened shortly after 5 tonight near the Fulton Van Ness exit on the 180's westbound lanes. CHP doesn't know why the man was trying to cross the highway. The drivers who hit the man stayed behind to talk with officers. While CHP investigated, 3 lanes were closed, causing traffic to back up.
We had the three lanes, number 1, 2, and 3 lanes blocked while the investigation was being conducted. The number 4 lane remained open, so traffic was moving. It was just at a slower pace than normal.
Lanes reopened around 7. A family is without a place to sleep tonight after a fire broke out in their home. Fresno Fire says the losses total up to $60,000 to $80,000 in damage. The house is in central Fresno by Lamona and Rowell Avenues. Fresno Fire says they got calls a little before 8 tonight. Crews found the fire in the back of the home. While the cause is still under investigation, Fresno Fire says there are electrical concerns. Officials say some wiring doesn't look normal. Fresno Fire reminds homeowners to consult electricians when wiring their home. This time of year, Fresno Fire says they get a lot of electrical fire calls due to things like heaters overloading circuits. A developing story now. Fresno police shot a man who say allegedly threatened officers with a gun. Investigators say it happened with a 5-year-old boy inside the home. It started around 11 last night in the area of Shields and Washon. Investigators say officers responded to the home for a domestic violence call that turned into a standoff. Officials say the standoff went on for about an hour before the shots were fired. We're told that officers were about 20 feet away from the suspect.
Yellow police tapes surrounding the area in west central Fresno, where police say they were forced to shoot a man. Officers responded to a home on Shields Avenue around 11 last night after getting reports of a husband and wife arguing. Officers arrived within 7 minutes and contacted the alleged victim.
She told officers that she had been assaulted by her husband, who was still inside of the residence, along with her 5-year-old child and her mother.
Police Chief Jerry Dyer says the suspect, 46-year-old Jason Giannini, refused to surrender. The victim's mother eventually escaped through a bedroom window, according to officials. Police say Giannini then pointed a gun out the window, aiming at officers before stepping out onto the porch.
He then lifted his arm and pointed the firearm at the officers who were positioned on the corner of the residence. And at that time, one of the officers fired several rounds at Giannini and struck him twice in the upper torso.
And that was Dennis Valera reporting. And in Community Matters, more than 100 volunteers helped Clovis become safer today. It's part of a national effort to reduce home fires. Our Angelica Lalani has more.
Well, the Red Cross says 7 times a day someone in our country dies in a home fire. So they say by installing free smoke alarms like this one and sharing fire safety information with residents, they hope to help save lives. Early Saturday morning, volunteers went door to door in Clovis neighborhoods checking on residents' smoke alarms.
We're with the Red Cross and we're testing out some smoke detectors. If you'd like, we can test yours out, and if needed, we'll replace them for free.
It's all part of the American Red Cross Central Valley Sound the Alarm event.
We are installing smoke detectors to save lives. We know that there's a lot of older homes that don't have working smoke detectors, so we are going to try to help the city of Clovis.
Good tips there, Angelica. It is now 5:23 a.m. and coming up on KC24 News Sunrise, how Fresnans unmasked a serious issue targeting teens right here in the valley and beyond.